Hi, my name is Chris Elias, and this is one of the Save the Summer video series. Can this step be fixed? Is it even possible to repair this liner? Stay with me to the end, and I will show you step by step how to repair this kind of tears. Before we get started, hit the like button and help this video to reach more people that may find it helpful. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? I bet you do not want to miss my next extra large tear in a commercial pool. Oh yes, larger tears and repairs are coming. Hit the bell so you do not miss any future videos. Let's get back to the repair. Just a little disclaimer here. I need to clarify that I am not claiming that my technique is the only right one, but this is what has worked for me and my clients. Many companies that I know would not even consider repairing this kind of tear on the liner. They would just recommend replacing the liner, and of course they would be right about it. This liner definitely needs to be replaced, but if the customer can enjoy his pool for one more month until the new liner arrives, it's worth it to pull a patch and let the kids enjoy the pool. These repairs are just temporary repairs and not meant to be permanent. Nobody wants a pool that they cannot use. They prefer to have a huge patch on it rather than no pool at all. Also, these are repairs that do not require perfection. I know that this is not the best looking patch, but it worked. So be kind and enjoy. Now that I made myself clear, let's get back to work. Because the tear was in a difficult position and the water level was low, I had to improvise so I could be as steady as possible. For that reason, I became something between a rock climber and a diver. I guess I became a rock diver. Okay, maybe it's not my best joke, but I tried. When we are dealing with large tears, you need to assess the issue before you perform any repair. You need to have an understanding of the size of the hole. You need to know the size of the tear so you know the size of the patches we will use. For tears like this one, you need liner samples patches as large as possible. The greater the surface area your patch covers, the stronger the patch will be. But before you start looking for patches, you need to make sure that the surface of the liner is as flat as possible. If the liner creates wrinkles or it feels like hard plastic, remove these pieces. The reason is that you want the patch to be as smooth as possible, and also the patch will not stick on the surface like this one. Lastly, clean the surface of the liner that we will apply the patches to. Because the liner is on the wall, we need to create support anchors. This means you must anchor the top side of the tear with the lower side. Now you might ask, why not secure the sides as well? You could apply extra horizontal patches, but because the patches will receive mostly vertical force from the weight of the water, the sides of the tear will not have to stretch much. Also, the final patch will provide extra support for the sides as well. By attaching the top side of the tear with the lower, you not only create support for the liner, but you are filling the gap of the tear, and the support of the second larger patch will reinforce the first one, and both of them will be able to hold the liner safe until the new one arrives. Since the first patches will be under the final, it doesn't really matter what color they are. The final patch will cover them. The second patch will have to be one piece if possible, so it looks better and to support all the area around the first patches. As I said in my disclaimer, this is not the only way to repair these kinds of tears, but so far has worked great for my clients, and if my clients are happy, so am I. Although the repair was successful and my client and his family enjoyed the pool, I need to say that this patch could look much better if my final patch had fewer creases. And for that reason, I recommend you to store your liner patches as smooth as possible. Every job is a lesson. Learn from my mistakes so you do it better. Have you ever came across a similar repair, and if yes, how big was the hole? I would love to read about your experience in the comment section. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask me anything related to leak detection and liner repairs. Thank you so much for watching to the end. You're awesome. I can't wait to see you on the next video.